Welcome back. Here we are today with another edition of the End Zone Club where we got some good content today. A special crossover episode with my baby boy of the family. But before we get to him, as always, I need a little participation, guys. I need you guys again to review, to like, to share, to leave ratings, to even follow the listener support tab and drop some quiet money. Yes, by supporting this podcast and just giving a little bit of financial support and backing you help us to be able to reach the countries we've been reaching, which FYI, we are in India, we're in the Philippines, we're in Germany, we're in Australia, and we're in several other countries. So like, share, and support, and know that we are getting the word out and it's going towards a good cause.
Hey guys, it's Bethany Brown from the TV show The Flash, and it gives me like huge joy. Oh, there's my cat Willis. And like swells my heart with pride and love to encourage you guys to support the superheroes from your own communities. And those are the people who are working hard to mentor our youth. They are our future, and I can say that without my mentors when I was young, there's no way I could have played a superhero on The Flash. They're helping us build strong adults, so please click the link below. Do it for me, do it for your heart, do it for the youth, do it for our future. Thanks so much.
All right, guys, so something we have been doing here is we've been branching out, and I always encourage you guys to branch out. So today I have a special guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, I'm Portland.
Portland is the baby boy of the house. He's not the baby of the family, he's just a baby boy, meaning there's a baby sister under him. And as you guys know, I'm always talking about growth. I'm always talking about positioning yourself to learn, to do better, and all of these things. And there's been an ongoing conversation in my house because I grew up as a fan of like Street Fighter and different things. In Portland, kind of tell the people who you're a fan of.
I'm a fan of gaming. I like Roblox and I like Street Fighter.
But most importantly, if you haven't figured out by now, I'm a big comic book fan. I'm a Marvel fan. Might have to open up some dialogue with that. But sometimes me and my son, we have conversations about who is stronger. And today I'm gonna let me step back. And where are my Dragon Ball fans at? Today's episode is for you guys. So I'm gonna let Portland come in and talk about some of his favorite Dragon Ball characters and enlighten us, because I know nothing about Dragon Ball and he makes me feel lame because I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. So I'm gonna let him drop some knowledge, and for my Dragon Ball listeners, I want you guys to interact. Let us know how we did. But Portland, come on in, and first of all, what is Dragon Balls?
Dragon Ball is an anime that helped.
That's okay. Keep talking.
An anime that was one of the first animes in the world. It's the best anime in the world.
Whoa. So you just made a very sweeping statement. You said it's one of the best anime in the world. Why is it one of the best? First of all, before we get to why you said it's the best, what is anime?
Anime is just an animated thing. It's like a cartoon, but better.
So you keep using all of these words. The best, better, like, but better. So for those of us like myself who didn't grow up on Dragon Ball, but maybe I had a lot of friends who did, explain like what goes on in Dragon Ball. What is it that you like about Dragon Balls?
I like the fights and the funny moments. It's a really good anime.
So I like superheroes and you tell me they're lame, but basically what you're saying is anime is like, it copied off of superheroes, right? So why not?
It doesn't copy off of superheroes.
So you're telling me anime has its own distinct group of characters that's not superheroes?
They are superheroes.
But they're not superheroes. So who's your favorite Dragon Ball character?
Vegeta.
Vegeta. What is it that makes Vegeta special?
He's funny and he bullies Kakarot.
So, okay, nobody knows who Kakarot is. Who is Kakarot?
Goku.
So who is Goku?
The main character.
So okay, now we're getting somewhere. So there's a main character named Goku, and you said Vegeta and Kakarot. Like, what is it about them specifically that to you makes them good fighters?
They know martial arts.
Martial arts. So, I mean, if you're going to watch a cartoon with martial arts and superheroes, why not just be a Black Panther fan or a Iron Man or X-Men fan? Like, why do you have to be a Dragon Ball fan?
Because you can.
So sometimes in our house, again, I'm trying to get this conversation out of him where it's going to make me maybe make a decision to like anime. So I need to know, so what's the objective? Like, what are they trying to do? I'm not understanding, like, what Dragon Ball is. I know you said they're superheroes. They got main characters. They're funny. They fight. But who are they fighting and why are they fighting?
They're fighting to protect planet Earth, and Vegeta is trying to avenge his family from the guy named Frieza who destroyed his home planet.
So Frieza destroys this man's family, his planet, and this other guy, fellow that you're talking about is basically trying to get revenge. And that's what you like, revenge.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got to get you back in the church, son. So, of all of these Dragon Ball characters, I need to ask you a very important question, son. So I need you to pay attention with your whole heart, soul, mind, and body. All these characters that you can choose from in Dragon Ball, which one of them do you think could beat me up?
Krillin.
I don't think there's a superhero that exists that could beat me up. But why do you think Krillin could handle me?
Because he can handle Super Saiyan Goku.
So Super Saiyan, is that like another power level, a regular level? Or what is a Saiyan?
A Saiyan is a person that has a tail and they can go to a giant great ape that's called a Zaru.
Okay, so basically there are different power levels to these superheroes, whereas they grow stronger, they get stronger, and as they get stronger, maybe angrier, faster, they go from just being Bruce Banner to Hulk, from regular Hulk to Red Hulk, Green Hulk to World War Breaker Hulk. I think that's what I'm hearing here. So they basically are kind of like superheroes, but not. So parents, if you're like myself, there's a lot of Dragon Ball fans that exist in this parallel world that we live in. Now, I didn't grow up on that. And I remember when I was coming up, we watched Looney Tunes, we watched X-Men, we had G.I. Joe, there was Gumby, Thundercats, He-Man, Voltron, Sailor Moon. Like, we had the era of the best comics. And my dad often, when I watched something, he just called it dumb because he didn't understand that, right? But something we always strive to push here is the process of growth, and that's understanding what kids like. And I don't want to throw out his good idea that he's got. He is really into Dragon Ball. He knows all about all of the characters, all the episodes, power levels, how these people match up. And as a dad, I find myself sometimes having to grow outside of what I am used to. I'm a big Black Panther fan. It's getting ready to come out in just a few weeks, and I'm already prepared to eulogize Chadwick Boseman in this moment. And I do still have to realize there's a world outside my window. But with that said, Portland has a thought he'd like to share with you guys. Go ahead, sir.
Dragon Ball came out in the 80s. It was before Sailor Moon.
Okay, so what you're saying is that maybe it was out back before Sailor Moon, but I didn't know about it. See, and that's why we have this podcast, because we're putting out information that maybe you guys didn't know about. So with that said, the other day, just going a step further, and I want to throw this out to you fans, but I'm going to put a question out that Portland's going to answer. But I want you guys to dialogue with this show because I want to know what you listeners think about this question. But Portland, the $1 million question is One Punch Man versus Super Saiyan, Goku, Vegeta, whatever you said. Who wins?
Goku and Vegeta, obviously.
Against One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm. One Punch Man is weak.
So wait a minute. You're telling me a man that has the... So, okay, let me lay this out for you guys who don't know who the One Punch Man is. I just learned about him. He's a man that is so powerful that with one punch, he obliterates. I'm talking about anybody he fights. And you're saying that, what are you saying?
In the manga, they said that One Punch Man is only like solar system level.
So his power level is solar system to the sun, but you're saying that Vegeta and Goku are intergalactic?
No, they're multiversal.
Multiversal. So guys, if you've been following Marvel, you understand that now we've tapped into the multiverse, meaning all that other stuff. But today, for the sake of this conversation with me and my son, we are just talking about generation to generation, just to parallel. It's a conversation where, of course, it's a fun conversation about Dragon Ball. But there's this parallel sometimes that exists between us adults and the younger generation. And I often share this, like when I first stepped into ministry, a lot of times I was made to feel stupid by a lot of the older generations because my ideas were adverse to theirs, meaning it was different. It wasn't the way they thought. It wasn't the way they did things. So naturally, they were dismissive about everything I thought. I had these great ideas. I felt like if we could mix sports and ministry, if we could open up things that kids actually like doing, maybe we could have game nights where we have tournaments, and wrapped around the tournaments, maybe we pray before, we eat hot wings, we do things that kids like to do, but we introduce Christ to it. We introduce inspiration. We introduce some good things to it. And they thought it was dumb because it wasn't the four walls of church where we were used to a certain program, used to a certain way of doing things. So I like to have these conversations where I'm encouraging myself to grow. So I wanted to bring my son on because I know he is a better subject matter expert about Dragon Ball, but find out that if I, as an adult, can open myself up and have conversation and gain his trust and respect, that I'm also interested in things he's interested in, then now that gives us something better to galvanize around. And I encourage you to do the same. Learn more about the people around you, about what they like, about what they're into. And then that way you guys have further capabilities of just working together on other levels, guys. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for listening to this crossover episode with Anthony. And who did I have today? Portland, the baby boy of the family. Hopefully he said enough about Dragon Ball that'll make you want to go look into it, but also sometimes parents just wanting to sit down and talk with your kids talk with your siblings. My sister liked strawberry shortcake and Rapunzel, and she liked Punky Brewster, She-Ra, which were all things I didn't like. Well, I did kind of watch She-Ra, but still don't tell her. But she watched what she watched. I called it stupid. She called what I watched stupid. But now as I got older and I have daughters, I'm relying more on maybe what she was into to help me to relate to them. And I found out that they like some of the same things as with my wife. And I've grown and learned that just because it's not something I'm into doesn't make it stupid. So with that said, this is another edition. Like, share, rate, support this podcast. Share it with a friend. But most importantly, we've had another conversation that's designed to keep you from just walking in your potential to actually fulfilling your purpose.